Bówó bá tán, èèyàn ló máa kù. It's a lie. Má fi bílí pa mí.
Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Mindful Talk with me, Angie. If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Angela. Welcome to the family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you all for always coming by. So we just go straight to the reason why you're seeing a guest with me. So today we're talking about men. We're doing men's talk. I'm not a man. We're doing men's talk today. Men's mental health, stress. Have you guys noticed how men are dying? Some men are dying of stress. You hear somebody slump, you hear somebody died, you hear somebody commit suicide. All these things are stress related, and I know that I'm not faking it. Like, it is real. It is both on social media, it is on the news, we see it everywhere on the streets. We see it, we hear it. So we're talking about it in this video. So today with me I have Dr. Kasmas Adetuga to talk about men's mental health, because I didn't want to do the video alone. That's why I invited a man. So thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
So have you also noticed what I said earlier about stress, men dying of stress? Have you also noticed it?
Definitely. A whole lot of men, you may not be able to give a particular or an exact, statistical figure, but we know that men are actually dying of stress. Men are actually dying of stress, and due to different reasons. In as much as we know that a man is alive, definitely he will still face stress. A woman is also a stress to a man. So there are different forms of stress that men are facing, but obviously, assuredly, men are facing a whole lot of stress.
Actually, literature has it that there's an increase in the level of how men are dying due to stress. So it's increasing by the day. So that is the reason for this video.
Okay.
So what are those things that causes stress for men? We know that everybody goes through stress. In fact, stress is inevitable for all of us. As our day goes by, we go through stress there, here and there, but we cannot do without stress. But it is when it's getting to affecting men, your health, your mental health, and it's getting to suicide and death and all that. That is the reason why we are having this video, so that we can help some men actually relieve stress and they learn something. So what are those causes of stress in your own opinion?
For me, I think basically men face, like I said earlier on, different forms of stress, and I'll look at it from two perspectives in terms of the causes, the causal factor of stress. One is the environment, the external source. Maybe a man facing, different forms of tension, mental press at his place of work, setting goals, meeting financial targets, and him not being able to meet up those targets. There are actually forms of stress, to him. Family pressures, societal pressures, and a different whole lot, even food. When we don't get to take or eat our food at appropriate time, it could be a form of stress to us, because we know that men actually like food.
We love food. The way to the man's heart
is food. So when you don't have that
proper channel. Why do you have to talk about food in this video?
If we don't eat, we cannot live. Food makes us to live. So the second aspect for me is the perception of men. So this perception can be looked at from two perspectives, the negative and the positive. The negative is what most people are familiar with as the forms of stress, the causal form of stress, what people call distress. Maybe like I said earlier on, societal pressures, meeting financial targets, being served breakfast in the evening, having a lot of relationship hiccups, it could be sources of stress, to us. Then also the positive one, I call it the positive one because it makes men to also channel or make, like I said, or makes them to focus their energy precisely, and that's the eustress. Like for instance, a man wants to go and make a speech, and he has this tension, he has this phobia for people. There is somehow you will find a way to overcome it. So it's challenging, and at the same time, is satisfying. But there are different forms of stress, and I think they are not limited to what I've just enumerated.
You're right. Actually, we all have different reasons why we go through stress in our in our day-to-day activities.
Yeah.
Right. So
definitely.
I know that even having a stressful boss, let me not say stressful, someone that is, should I say, mean, a mean boss is stressful to most employees that are men.
Yeah.
It will give you so much things to do, coupled with you have financial obligation at home, you have a family, you have an aged parents to take care of. All those things are stressful. So how even work environment,
definitely,
your work environment, how is it adding to the stress you are facing from back home and all that? So I mean, you are actually on track. So what are those symptoms? I mean, how can, for instance, if I'm living with a man now, or like my husband, how do I know he's stressed? Because we are going to find solutions to helping ourselves, both the man and even the spouse of the man, to relieve stress. So how can I know that someone is stressed, or how do even the man know that he's stressed? Because sometimes some people actually do so much that they don't know that they are stressing themselves.
Yeah, for me, I think generally you can categorize, symptoms, like I can call it, of stress. You can look at it from the physical point of view, the mental point of view, or the emotional point of view. But in all, when we go through stress, men generally, or let me say, symptoms of those stresses include, a man having frequent headaches, headache that might transmit or translate into migraine. Sometimes a man can develop blood pressure, even heart problems. When you start having palpitations in your heart, you have distortions in the sleeping pattern, then also behavioral changes. You may notice some behavioral things in a man, maybe irritability, his sleeping pattern is not he can't sleep well as when due.
Small talk, his wife will talk to him, he will flare up.
Yeah, he flare up, anxiety, tension, serious mental press, I think those are some of the symptoms, of stress that we go through.
And lack of sleep,
insomnia, a man is not able to sleep for like 3 times in a week, and it continues like that for 3 months.
Actually, sleeping too much too is a symptom.
It is a symptom, because on a norm you have naturally distorted the sleeping pattern. A man sleeps for, let's say, an average of 6 to 6 hours, but here you find him sleeping for 10 hours, 12 hours.
I had sexual dysfunction, erectile dysfunction is also a sign of stress.
Yes, it is. Normally we know that men are active. We are sexually active until death. But when you find us at a particular moment when we are not proactive, we are not active the way we are supposed to be active, and it lingers, for a while, you know that something is wrong. A man is stressed with something. So it actually, affects our sexual prowess, our performances, and of course, definitely, it also takes a toll on our wives.
So, it's something that we just mentioned some things now that we women actually probably might see it as normal.
Okay.
But it is those signs of stress. So if it takes a woman that is observant, for her to be able to identify that this is stressor to my husband, I need to do something. This is a stressor to my spouse, my boyfriend, I need to do something. So I mean, what about depression? I mean, anxiety, suicide, and all, because that's where we're actually
definitely over time. When you notice that a man is stressed, there is no how, if the stress is not taken care of, there is no how it will not lead into depression. And we will definitely know that when depression lingers, people start having these suicidal thoughts. So the aftermath of the overall, the ultimate consequence of not attending to stress or stressors might be death. And nobody wants to die.
In fact, so I saw a video of a man who did a suicide video, should I say, suicide video, that he's tired, he can't continue, he has to go, he was saying sorry to his whole entire family, his wife and his mother and his children, that he should take care of his children and all that he has been in debt. So being in debt is also stress, right? So he's been in debt, he can't continue, he wants to take his life, and really, after doing that video, he committed suicide, and then you saw the picture. So this is not one, this is not two, we've seen it. We've heard somebody who is healthy having a conversation with his wife or in the midst of his friends, and then the person just slumps and dies. I mean, this stress has been part of the person for a very long time, but the person has just been managing it the wrong way. Let me not say probably the wrong way. So managing your stress the right way is the reason why we're having this video. So how do we manage our stress? To the man, how do you manage your stress? When you should know your limits. You should know your threshold.
Definitely.
So there's what they call stress threshold. So when you are getting to almost, even in the middle of that stress threshold, you should do something.
For me, once I notice that I'm getting to that particular, threshold, or approaching the middle of that threshold, I involve myself in some things. First and foremost, I look at my sleep pattern. You understand? I make sure that I protect my sleep. Make sure I have enough rest, enough sleep and all. Then also another thing is that, why not I make sure that I relax my muscles, in the sense that I do frequent exercises, go to the gym, make sure that at least I'm able to, relax my muscles, because those tensions have been built up in the muscles. Then also, I also think that men can also, take a walk to nature, recreate, go out, it helps. Then another thing is having good nutrition, eat well, when normally say that one of the ways to a man's heart is food.
But good food in this regard.
And that's why I said that you have good nutrition, eat good food, eat well, So I think those are still part of ways by which we can, combat the negative impact of stress.
So what about in the sense that if you are setting so much targets for yourself, you are accumulating too much to do within a short period of time, that is stress. In fact, that's what most men do. I don't know why. Why do you men do this thing? You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this. Yes, we know you want to do well for your family, but man, take it easy.
Most times we like to meet up with expectations as men. We have financial commitments. We set targets. We want to impress our spouses and all. So those pressures are the ones that accumulate, and form what we call this stress for us.
So, but then take it easy. Break it down. Those things you want to achieve, let it be within a time frame. So if I want to do this, I will do this within this period of time. And if you're not able to achieve that thing, you may actually drop it, or you pick up something else, or you actually continue doing it until you achieve it. Because of course, it is somebody that is alive that can actually achieve. Meet goals. If you're not alive, you can't meet goals. So that's what we're talking about. When you have so much to do within a short period of time, don't stress yourself. This life now right? So
it doesn't have a photocopy.
So I think in the aspect of the spouse or the fiancé, the wife, the partner of the man, helping the man to manage stress. I think in my own opinion, one of the first way is to first of all identify what is causing the stress to the man.
Truly.
So if it is work related, you can have the conversation. You can actually sit him down. Okay, what is it? Is it work? Is it too much targets? Is there something I can do? Can you just break it down? Take some, let me pick some, I'll help you out with it. So be that supportive spouse, be that observant wife. Support your spouse spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, in all aspects. Psychologically support them, be there for them. I know that yes, the person that is supporting somebody, we also have to be stable, in all those regards too. But that's why we are women. We are strong. We are strong. God has given us so much energy that we can actually do so much. So support your spouse, support your husband, and help them to achieve and release it. Because of course, you are a wife to somebody because the person is alive.
Definitely.
So if the person is not alive, you cannot be called a wife or a girlfriend or a fiancé to the person. So what are other ways that you feel that we can actually manage stress? The man can actually manage stress. I heard of sleeping well and mindful meditation.
Mindful meditations and all. Then also I think that men also need to, vent out whatever is causing stress in them. You need to vent it out, Then for women too, women need to actually listen to us. If it's work related, as you said, listen to let us vent it out. It may even get you, angered. Like, okay, why would you talk to me like that? Is it because I'm trying to help you? No, don't take it that way. Just give us the opportunity to vent out whatever is making us, or getting us stressed at that particular point in time. Then there's this aspect of, physical touch. Like I told you initially that you can categorize, the symptoms into physical, mental, and emotional. So this physical aspect is also very important for us. Like for instance, you understand the fact that having identified that particular stress, your man comes in, you have seen that, oh, I think this may be stress related, body related or work related, and like, okay, why not, as we are coming in, why not give us a warm hug? Give us a warm hug, allow us to, rest our head on your chest, treat us like babies,
Babies.
Yeah, because we are babies,
Right.
Definitely we are your babies. So babies, just make us feel like, that, innocent child, like, that is giving that assurance that, come, don't worry, tomorrow is going to be great, I'm here for you. It makes, or it takes, does a lot of things for us in relieving stress. Then also the aspect of cooking his favorite meal. Oh my God, you can't dispute the fact that men like food. We love food.
We'll be talking about this.
Food is important. It's only the living that can eat. Make him, cook his favorite meal.
The man should listen to good music.
Listen to good music.
Comedy.
Go for yoga,
Watch Premier League.
It's also very important.
But don't be a fanatic. Watch Premier League, relax, Actually, the woman should also organize vacation, holiday.
A getaway weekend.
Somewhere just within your mates, within your, budget. Just go out, have fun, relax. Sit by the pool side, sit by the beach, just relax. Relieve those emotions
within your budget. Because if you exceed that budget, it may eventually turn out to be a financial stress to the guy.
Then you now even go back to the stress
that you're trying to relieve.
So spending time outdoor. Actually, if you are a lover of novels, you can actually pick up a novel most evenings. Sit down outside where cool breeze will be touching and just relax with your novel. So people do that a lot. In fact, I know someone that watches football every evening just to relieve stress. It's okay. Some people actually go to the beer parlor.
But that is not
that one.
It doesn't
that
really
one does not even help at all.
Because what you are trying to run away from, you still come back to it.
Right?
So it's not the best.
So the woman should be sensitive. The woman should be sensitive. Then the man should also be sensitive to their stress. Because most times men are, like I said before, the way they want to do, they don't realize that, man, I'm stressed, I need a break. Because in accumulating too much, that you are getting too much stress. So be sensitive to what is causing your stress and find a solution to it. Then importantly, actually, there's an online stress assessment test you can actually do on your own. It's free. So you can actually go online, search for online stress assessment test, run it and check your stress level. So once you are, those tests are actually not, they are, should I say, 80-70% accurate, but you still get something so that you can know how stressed you are, and then you know when and how to manage your stress. So just go online, search for it, conduct it for yourself. I've done it for myself. I'm okay. I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. So go online and search for it. Do a stress test for yourself. Check your stress. Live a healthy life, a healthy mental health. Actually, live long. We are meant to live long. We want you to enjoy life to the fullest. We want you to live long, because we also know that most times at old age it is the man that supposedly dies before the woman. So it is because they have so much
accumulated stress over time.
So please, men, if you are watching this, please try and take it easy. manage your stress, and the woman should also help the woman to manage your stress. So thank you for watching this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Bye.